In what's being called a surprising and scathing indictment of the Bush presidency, former White House Press Secretary Scott McClellan's new memoir, which won't hit bookstores until next week, is already causing quite a stir. According to Politico.com, McClellan takes direct aim at his former bosses, accusing the administration of, quote, veering terribly off course. Entitled What Happened Inside the Bush White House and Washington's Culture of Deception, McClellan writes that the Iraq War was a serious strategic blunder and that it was not necessary. He also charges that Bush relied on propaganda to sell the war and says that the press was too easy on the administration in the run-up to the invasion. McClellan goes on to describe the response to Hurricane Katrina as being one of the biggest disasters in the nation's history, saying the White House spent most of the first week in a state of denial. When it comes to this photo of the president surveying damage in New Orleans from Air Force One, McClellan places responsibility squarely on the president's former top advisor, Karl Rove, a man McClellan saved some of his harshest words for, especially concerning the outing of former CIA operative Valerie Plame. McClellan initially told reporters that Rove played no part.
He was not involved, and that allegation is not true in terms of leaking classified information.
McClellan claims that Rove, Vice Presidential Chief of Staff Scooter Libby, and maybe even the Vice President himself, quote, allowed and even encouraged me to repeat a lie that the White House was not involved in the leaking of Plame. Rove was never charged in the case. Libby was convicted of obstruction of justice in 2007 and sentenced to 2 years in prison, but he was later pardoned by Bush. There has been no official response yet from the White House to McClellan's book. John Belmont, The Associated Press.